guys, Wahoo here, back in another video. This time around, as the title says, also we can see right here on the screen, we got a new PTS server up with the new patch called Punches and Potions. So that's a new update that is on the PTS server right now. And this one is all the patch notes. As you can see in the description, I've also linked the patch notes right here if you want to go check them out yourself. But if you go up in the corner, you can see there's also a link to the gameplay version. And I've read the patch notes. I haven't been on the PTS server yet, but I'm pretty sure that the things that are in this PTS or this new update just works better in game to get an understanding what it actually is. But we'll go over this, but we won't be going like into every single detail. If you want to do that, you can go to the description and read that. I'll read the first thing right here, and then we'll go over every single thing, just in general what it is, and then you can read this, and then in game you can see it. It's a lot easier to see what it actually is, but there is quite a lot of notes here. But the TLDR is that we're getting 2 new professions, and it's all about the potions. I guess now it's all about the you can see effects and stuff like that, something we wanted for a very long time. So yeah, that is what the TLDR of this one. But if you go out, check out the gameplay one, you can probably see it a lot better. Maybe it wouldn't and won't, I don't know yet. We'll see when we get in game, but this is at least the patch notes, and if you just want to see the gameplay, you can go there, or you can go to the description and check out the notes for yourself. But I'll read the first thing up here, and we'll go over every single thing here, but not in the super detail. As you can see right here, for example, potions that only last a few hours, but they will, wow, okay, that's actually pretty cool. It will actually not lose duration while the player is offline. That is something new, I'm pretty sure, or at least maybe it's not still like that. But anyways, it's good that we know now it's not going to go offline or go away when you're offline. That's super amazing. But so there might be some very cool options in here that you can see going through all of this. So if you're very interested in like duration of potions, duration of effects and stuff like that, I really suggest you go in and check all of this out in yourself and going through this. But let's read the top part. That's kind of the overall mindset, what they wanted to do with this patch here. With punches and potions, we want players to have give players a long requested feature, a way for players to view their active effects, see a longer description. I'm pretty sure the longer description means longer descriptions on the effects, what it actually does, like does it give this, or like what does it do, and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure. And more accurate duration. So again, durations on buffs and stuff like that, effects and whatever. Additionally, we want to give people, also players, some new ways to control their effects with the addition of some new effects giving consumable through trait skills. And that's the 2 new trait skills. It's Mythicum, I think that's called it. I'm just going to call it Mythic. And then we got the also the martial arts, and I think pretty sure I'm just going to call it the arts because I'm not going to twist my tongue every time I say that. And then they just say, please note, per usually there's still some fair amounts of construction and stardust. Oh, cool. Sawdust. So many of the UI icons are not quite the right size, or you might see some placeholders for some recipe items. So just keep that in mind. When you go into PTS server, we'll see that as well. But we got 2 new professions, and now we can better see effects and bonuses and buffs and durations and all that stuff with all of this. So let's jump into the very first thing, which is, of course, the effect viewer. So there's the effect viewer. Again, I read over all of this, and I didn't really look in too much into the specific things here. Like as you saw, I was kind of surprised that this one was different, but there's probably some stuff I will read also well in here when I don't, because you don't want to sit there and just let me read all of this to you. But basically, the effect viewer is sort of, in my opinion, when I read this one, is that I feel like this is sort of an effect viewer where you can see what effects does different things have, where it's a completely new way for people to view it. And again, it'll probably make a lot more sense when we get into the game. It's probably going to be super easy, super nice to see, or pretty easy to kind of look over what is what with the effect viewer. Then we got the auto use slot. So I'm a little bit more confused on what this one is. I think it's gonna make a lot more sense but basically it does say something about rather than having a food slot. So I think that the food slot is getting replaced, which is also a good thing because the food slot was kind of just something where you put in 9,900 of sort of some particular food and you just had it there forever, and then you kind of looked and well, 2 months later, I'm down 100. I'll put some more in there, right? And I'm still at 9,999, right? So it was really, really passive in that. So I'm pretty excited for whatever this one is here. What the auto slot use is. If it works sort of like the same as consuming a food, or is something completely more interactive that we are going to use. So next up, we got the first profession, which is the Mythicum. Mythicum is now the new trading skill, which allows players to craft limited buff durations that collect by a wild Trove mana. So now we got some wild Trove mana, which is a new thing, combined with some magical reagents. The magical reagents, we don't know what that is yet. There might be some new stuff. It might actually be some old stuff. I really hope it's some of the old stuff as well. But yeah, I hope that it is basically all of that. But I also hope there is some titles included in this. This would be super amazing if that was in there as well. But there is a lot of stuff, as you can see here. There's some versions of them, and you can go to giant lens buff scrolls and stuff like that. So there is a lot of stuff in here that is for more people to get buffed, and you can buff maybe you can buff each other and stuff like that. So maybe this is a little bit about what I said the last time when we got the other patch notes. If you have seen that video, I talked about the Primordial Drakes giving a buff. Maybe they're compensating for that and don't want to tie it into that one. I think I'd rather have this actually if we are having these two things. I did put in the Primordial Drakes, but I had no idea they would do this because I can't see the future, even though you think you can, but I can't. So I think this is a nice middle ground. Again, I didn't mind that the dragons had that buff. With getting this one, it doesn't make as much sense to have the dragons have posted or doing their buff thing to other people. It doesn't matter now because you have to be on it to just have the buff, and it goes away for 5 seconds, then it goes away, right? So it's not like a permanent buff that was there, which was really a really nice idea as well. But now that we have this one, I'm pretty sure that this is super amazing as well. But again, don't want to go over every single thing of these because, I don't want to make this 20 hours long and just kind of read everything for you. You guys can read, I'm pretty sure. Probably also better than I can do, actually. So let's move on to the arts thing, which is then also a crafting. You can see there's a lot of text here as well. But this is another profession as well. But the martial arts trade skill allows players to auto-craft consumables which trigger short and long duration effects based on the abilities and animation they perform. They stand, shouts, and mantras that goes into the auto slot characters sheet. Okay. Did that make any sense to you guys? It again makes probably like a lot more sense to have this here when you go in-game. And there's also something about gardening down here. There's some mantras and stuff like that. So that is also, again, it will probably make a lot more sense when we get into the game and how we are going to craft all this and how we're going to contain all of this. So I will 100%, of course, put all of this, show you guys all of this on the PTS server in the gameplay one. So if you already see the gameplay one, you probably already know what's going on. But there is actually one thing I do want to mention because it does say PTS right here. And it says positive karma is currently unattainable via PTS only recipes, arts of service that can be earned karma at measure pace. I'm not sure. 2 will arrive on PTS in a future patch. So there is some patch stuff. So if you are doing it there, we do have to remember that you can be more testing coming with some recipes that can actually get you to that karma bar, that probably like to get the name of the Neon Punch Club. Okay, so there's also some sort of club we have to look at, but we have to keep this in mind as well because it is only PTS that there will be a sort of a recipe that can be consumed, probably like XP coins and stuff like that. We got some XP coins way back. I still have on the PTS server where I can get a class to 25 instantly, and those is really nice when they do release a new class. it's really nice that we can, you know, get that class, or I can get that class up to max level very like instantly, so I can show you guys everything there is with it. But down here there is one little awesome thing, which is remove invisible entities from the Rally of Heroes club fixture. Right now the club fixtures are bugged, but they are in this update going to fix that. I thought we got a patch in Tuesday 2 days ago, which had some updates, which I thought was going to fix it, but I think they're moving it to this one. It does say this change will only apply to fixtures placed or updated after the update. So it's kind of a little tricky, I feel like, but I had to read it a few times. But it seems like you do have to, upgrade or place them after, it doesn't do it before that, so it has to do it before it. I'm pretty sure. I just hope that we can actually remove our club fixture and put it down again, or just at least start summoning NPCs again. That would be absolutely amazing. So whatever it is means, I really just hope that this is going to fix our club fixture, so we can actually get some heroes back, so we can actually start, leveling up the club a little bit like we do once in a while for people. So, and also other clubs are bugged, so, those should be hopefully fixed as well. So with that said, that was the whole patch notes. I don't want to make this any longer. I've ranted enough and also just, talk way too much. But anyways, if you haven't again checked out the gameplay one, it is up in there, and it's probably also linked in the description with, of course, this one as well. Well, I'm pretty sure it actually is linked down there. What am I saying? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Go out, check out the gameplay one, check out the PTS server on the, on the real PC for yourself. Check it out. And anyways, again, thank you so much for watching this one, and I'll see you one in the gameplay video. Bye!